I'm your host, Sherry Beall, and we're learning how to stop our suffering through the work of Byron Katie. Byron Katie's here with us today, and we have a special guest, Millie Bunch.
Thank you.
Now, I know your questions are judge your neighbor, write it down, ask 4 questions, and turn it around.
That's it.
Katie, what are the 4 questions that we're supposed to ask ourselves?
Well, the first one is it true? And the second one, just in case you missed that, is can you really know that it's true? And then the third one is what do you get when you attach to that belief? And the fourth one is who would you be without that? And then you turn it around, and that's it.
So we write down, for example, if there's someone who's we feel is irritating us, or just be judgmental.
Yes.
Judge our neighbor.
Be as petty as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then write it down, and then come back to what we've written down,
Yes.
and ask ourselves if it's true.
Yes. And can you really know that it's true? And what do you get when you attach to that belief? And who would you be without it? Simple.
So let's do the work with Millie today.
Good. Good. So Millie, so if you would begin to read what you've written.
All right. I am saddened at my mother because she left me and my 4 brothers and sisters when I was very young in the care of a very abusive alcoholic father.
Yes.
That begins it.
I can understand why you'd be saddened.
Next, it would be wonderful. I want my mother to show me and my son the nurturing and love that she never showed me in my childhood.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I do need something from my mother. I need respect and love, and for her to show affection not only to me but to my son. I don't want to accept rejection or non-caring from anyone, including my mother.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Pick it up again, and let's begin at the top. And I'll ask just simple questions.
All right.
I call it investigation, inquiry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, the very first one. I'm not angry.
You're
and
saddened.
I'm saddened that my mother left me and 4 brothers and sisters in Appalachia.
Okay, so sweetheart, let's look at that portion.
Yeah.
Mothers are not supposed to leave their children.
Right.
What's the reality of it? Do they?
Mine did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to reality. That's it. So can you see one reason that to keep the story that is not stressful? You see, that one just brings on more stress when someone leaves. Nothing's been accomplished. One reason to keep the story that is not stressful.
No.
Isn't that amazing? Okay, so mothers should not leave their children. What's a direct turnaround for that? I
would not leave myself.
Okay, what's the direct turnaround for that? Where I would go with it is mothers should not leave their children. I should not leave my children.
Right.
That's the turnaround.
Right.
Simple. So let it begin with me.
Okay.
Mothers
I
leave
see.
their children.
I see what you're saying.
So I'm looking at my own morality here. I've been judging my mother all my life. I turn it around, I can get real humble.
So
And
I
the
should-
piety just dissipates.
All right.
And there's another turnaround. Mothers should not leave their children. I
should not leave my mother?
Yes.
Ah. That's tough.
But how do you leave her?
How do I leave her?
Yes.
By not communicating with her?
Yeah. So just take that in. When you go home, just take it in.
So-
Let's look at the next one.
Okay.
This work is self-inquiry. It's about you finding your answers. I don't ever make suggestions.
All right. Reunited. I want my mother to show me and my son the nurturing and love now that she never showed me in my childhood, especially to my son.
Yeah.
I think he needs that.
And then his life would be much better in the long run. Can you really know that that's true?
No.
Isn't that
No.
interesting?
No.
Let's turn this one around. Read the paper and do a direct turnaround
Turn
with
around?
it. I
Well, it is. I want my mother to show me and my son.
I want me.
I want me to show me and my son the nurturing and love that I never had in my childhood, that I could give it to myself.
Yes, sweet. It's not her job.
Oh, it's tough.
Honey, who's there? I don't see
All
her.
right.
So Katie, is that what you're talking about? Is like there's my business, there's your business, and there's God's business?
Yes.
And being clear, trying to control other people's business or God's business?
So far, all
Or
I hear is
expect.
pain. So we go inside and we come to see. I mean, whose job is it? She's not there. So who does that leave?
Me.
You're it. So you're asking her to do what you're not doing. How are you nurturing your son when you're mentally in her business?
Okay.
And how you want her to do it.
Stay tuned to learn more about the work of Byron Katie and to stop your suffering.